Mr. Olympia 2009 is one of the best Olympias of all time. From the epic golden lighting to Jay Cutler's return and the depth of the entire lineup, everything was so awesome about this show, and today we're going to review the 7 reasons why the 2009 edition of the Olympia was arguably the best ever. Going into the 2009 Mr. Olympia, Dexter Jackson was the reigning champion, having defeated Jay Cutler 1 year prior in 2008, being a constant runner-up to Ronnie and Jay during the Ronnie and Jay era that expanded from 2001 to 2006. It was finally Dexter's time. Up until this point, Dexter was that guy that was always ready to capitalize on anyone letting the guard down. But now he was the champion. All the other athletes were chasing him now, and this was a new and exciting position Dexter Jackson was in that helped make Mr. Olympia 2009 more exciting. Dexter was going to finish only 3rd, but this was arguably his best shape of all time. Probably even more exciting than Dexter defending his title was Jay Cutler's return for vengeance. Now, not taking any credit away from Dexter, if we're being completely honest, the 2008 Mr. Olympia was more about Jay losing the title than Dexter winning it. Jay Cutler was off that year, and Dexter, who is the most consistent bodybuilder of all time, was there to capitalize. Jay Cutler returned in 2009 in his best shape of all time and won the Mr. Olympia, being to this day the only bodybuilder to have lost the title and winning it back again, in his case, right the following year. One of the reasons the judges decided to strip away the title from Jay Cutler in 2008 was that it was actually the 2nd year in a row when Jay completely missed the mark with conditioning. Jay Cutler won the 2007 Mr. Olympia, being arguably in a worse shape than in 2008, defeating Victor Martinez in what is considered one of the most controversial Olympia outcomes of all time. After this, Victor would take the whole 2008 season off, and he was coming back with vengeance as well in 2009. Victor finished only 6th place, but let's not forget this was one of the most stacked lineups in Mr. Olympia history, and that brings me to my next point. So Dexter Jackson was the reigning champion, Jay Cutler was a 2-time Mr. Olympia champion, but many people considered the newcomers Phil Heath and Greene as the top 2 favorites going into this Olympia. First, Phil Heath finished 3rd in 2008 behind Dexter and Jay at his Mr. Olympia debut. Some people claiming he even could have won, so obviously he was seen as a favorite in 2009. On the other hand, Greene was the reigning Arnold Classic champion, who defeated none other than Victor Martinez for this title earlier that year, and he was making his own Olympia debut in 2009. Kai took 4th, which is more than impressive for a debut, especially considering the depth of the lineup. Phil took 5th place, but he suffered a severe food poisoning before the prejudging, otherwise he would have placed higher for sure. So again, you had Dex as the champ, Jay and Victor returning, Phil and Kai as the next big things. However, Branch Warren sneaked into 2nd place behind Jay Cutler and in front of the defending Mr. Olympia Dexter Jackson. Now, Branch didn't have the most eye-pleasing physique, but contrary to many, he really deserved his 2nd place spot at this show. He had arguably the best conditioning on stage, he was full, he was grainy, he had the best lower body in this lineup, and considering who was there, this says a lot. Branch Warren was a wild card and he definitely made this Olympia way more exciting right from the moment he stepped on that prejudging stage as competitor number 1. Most of the rest of the competitors were spot on as well, it has to be mentioned, but talking strictly about the top 6 guys, the ones we talked up until this point, this has to be one of the best lineups in Mr. Olympia history, perhaps only second to 1999, and who knows, maybe 2022 as well. This year's Olympia looks more than promising in this regard. Mr. Olympia 2009 had arguably the best stage lighting in the history of the contest. The tanning played a key role as well, and combined with this epic golden lighting made everyone look even better than they already were. This wasn't the first nor the last time Jay would hit his iconic quad stomp, but I'm pretty sure that the golden lighting had a key role in making this shot the greatest single moment on the Mr. Olympia stage ever. These were some of the reasons I believe Mr. Olympia 2009 is one of the greatest bodybuilding shows in history. Let me know your thoughts on this video in the comment section below. Also like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you and see you next time.